Hey YouTubers, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking dryers, and in the event that yours is not drying your clothes, it can be a couple different things. Scrolling above is a link to a video where we test our coils and thermostat. Definitely check that out and then come right back here. If it's your coils, we're going to help you in this video. Step-by-step process on how to replace those coils. Let's get started. On the front of the dryer now, and we are going to remove this access panel. Behind here, we can gain access to a lot of those internal parts. Come down below. On the bottom of each side, you've got two little screws. Go ahead and remove the far right screw as well as far left screw. After removing both of those screws, go ahead and carefully shift this cover plate off and got access to a lot of parts. Next, in the event that you can gain access to the parts that we are going to cover in this video, awesome. However, if you can't, what I want to show you is how to remove this faceplate here. Open up the door, you have a couple Phillips screws along the radius of the inner portion of the door as well as here. Go ahead and remove those. Two more screws, one on the far lower left and one on the far lower right. Go ahead and remove those. With the top cover off, go ahead and remove the far left and far right screw. With those screws removed, on the inner portion you have little plastic tabs right in there. Just by shifting them outward, you can shift this portion out of that gap. I may need both hands. And YouTubers, trust me when I say this, you do need both hands working through. You've got an additional tab on the far left and far right, as well as the internal grooves here. You just carefully work them around and up and over the actual clips. Do your best not to break anything. You're working with a lot of plastic. Carefully shift this up and try not to harm the wiring. And next, screw here and screw here. Go ahead and remove those. All right, the door is off and it is still connected to the inner wire there. I'm not gonna actually disconnect that connection point. And here are your coils. You've got one on the front side and you've got an additional one on the rear side. You've got the electrical connection points feeding into each coil. And then you've got a Phillips screw here and a Phillips screw here. By removing both of those Phillips screws, you can actually remove the securing plate and you can get these coils out to give you a better position to remove these electrical connection points. Tight squeeze. Do your best not to drop these Phillips screws. It may be tough to find. After getting those screws out, that's what the part looks like. It comes up and off the internal coils. From here, just be careful. You can pull each coil up and off of its actual rod here. And we'll get each of them up and out. This is an important step, and you want to make sure you position these properly just to maintain organization through the project. Notice how this has three wires, white, blue, and black. That coil goes on the first rod here. The coil that has blue and white and only two wires, that is the inner or far rod. This is a little pick tool I've got from our local AutoZone, and it's got a little tab that loops onto a clip. Very, very careful. Just lift this up and remove this connection point from the coil. Just like that, and do it for both sides. Again, do not break this little clip here. That is required. See that little slot? That's required to secure itself onto the new coil. Do that for the same coil here. Here's our new coils. Purchased this from our local Whirlpool store. On the top are the old ones, on the bottom are the new ones. I positioned them the same way. Very important, there is an inner tab here or part. You want to make sure you pull that out of the old one and insert it the exact same way on the new one. Now it's time to install them. New coils are connected, and another important part, I'll show you the old one. You have, again, the actual clip or tab here. Make sure you insert the connection point properly where that connection point will loop over and secure itself on that tab. You'll notice on the bottom side it has a little tab here that goes on the upper portion. And you'll just carefully install both of the coils, and from here we will insert the securing plate. When securing this plate, you'll notice a big hole. That is for this portion here, and then those little tabs I just showed you, those are for the little holes right here. So again, you'll know that you're actually securing your coils properly when you can secure this plate and both coil tips are coming out of those small holes. Making progress. The securing plate is on, and again, there are the little plastic tips coming out of those small holes. From here, we are going to re-secure the actual faceplate. 2 screws on the bottom, one on the far right, one on the far left. You've got your internal screws here. Go ahead and secure this, and here, and here. From here, let's close the door. Align the actual control panel back in place and secure that. Control panel back in place. Align it properly with all the plastic tabs as you work through the connection holes or slots that this goes into. 1 screw here, 1 screw here, secure that. Now we'll go grab the top. Everything's repositioned properly, and now it's time to plug the unit back in and do a test run. To test it, make sure you've got something in there. Close the door, power on, and you will start. From here, come down below. You've got your coils and your igniter down here. Again, ours is gas, so this will light up. As you can see right there, the igniter has lit and the gas is flowing and it is heating. Check that out. And right there, that is just a reflection off the actual panel. All the flame is inside that tube. That's it, YouTubers. Hopefully the video helped. Do us a favor below the video. You'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.